Bet you if you were to sell this here in the U.S., people are like, what the hell is this? You can call it like a French fry sandwich and give it to people and probably make money hand over fist. Welcome back, everybody. Today's video is going to be a wee bit different. We'll be looking at British classic Chip Butty, Ultimate British Classic. And this is going to be the beginning of a series of reactions where we look at food and then I try to make it. As simple as that. I figure start with the easy first and work our way up, because you don't want to start way up here and your skill level be way down here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it.
That is how to layer up your Chip Butty. The reveal shot. The reveal. Oh, look at that.
It's like steak fries in between pieces of bread. Here, like, we don't have an official name for anything like that, but I think every kid at some point in time has tried this. So, however, not knocking it, because who doesn't like French fries or like steak fries? You know, French fry sandwich, basically.
Now, for all Englishmen worth their salt, they know how to make a Chip Butty. That's right, we're going to make the British classic Chip Butty. Okay, a Chip Butty is easy to make at home, but we're going to make real chips. So it starts with our potatoes. So let's peel our potatoes and cut them into chips.
I'm not cutting a potato. I'm not peeling and cutting a potato. Not happening. We've got steak fries, which, judging by the way this looks and how whenever we took and did that little reveal or whatever, whenever we, oh, look at here, steak fries. All right, so we got the ingredients. We got some taters. We're doing Idaho potatoes, and then yeah, thicker cut, irregular cut. Yeah, so we won't be doing that.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Just as a heads up. Yeah.
So we want these into chips. So obviously we've got to peel them. Now we're only trying to keep them roughly the same size, just simply so they cook. So that's it, guys. There's our chips prepped. Fat on in your fryer or in your pan to 130 degrees. When it gets up to temperature, we're going to put our chips in. We're going to blanch cook them. Blanching means cook with no colour. Okay, guys, we've blanched our chips 130 degrees, like I say.
So now we're blanching, pulling them off for 15 minutes to take and cool. I ain't hearing nothing about seasoning these things. No salt. Like, y'all been to India. Y'all were over India. You got all these spices and you ain't use them. Even for these chips, these French fries, like we call them over here. Bruh, I can't eat with you. I just can't. We got to take and there got to be some kind of salt on this. They got to. Salt, pepper, something. Throw some seasoning salt on it. What's the sense in going to India if you're not going to use any of the spices that you'd bring back with you? Just asking.
Okay, now we need to up the temperature. Now this is just a small fryer. I'm going to up it to about 170. You can do it between 170 and 190.
300 to 380 Fahrenheit if I'm not.
So we'll get the temperature up to 170 and then we're going to whack in our chips.
300 for the blanching, 380 for the actual, like, get them done.
All we need to do now is whack in our chips.
Not nary a bit of seasoning. What the hell?
We get our chips in the old basket. Oh, look at those babies. Now, Chip Butties, guys. When you're making Chip Butties, you know, we need to butter the bread. Malt vinegar. Sassons is the common one used in the UK.
You salt. Look, anytime you make fries or anything like that, you salt before and you salt after. One of the things is, like, he took and towel dried off after he'd taken them out the water. You can do that, right? That's fine and dandy. But you throw some salt on there and it soaks up some of that water. It takes out some of that moisture. You can actually throw them in the fryer at the right temp or the high enough temp. You're good to go. And then you take and re-season afterwards. Like, you don't put a whole lot of salt beforehand, but You know, just maybe that's just me.
Oh, get those on there. Wow, they're hot.
But they come out the fryer, so.
And then on with the top slice. Chip Butty made.
Alright, so we're at that point where he took the point of the video that he took and made the intro. So yeah, we're gonna try this, and we're gonna try it the way, I guess I'm gonna take and get a potato and try it the way he showed. But then I'm gonna Americanize it. So we'll do one the British way and one put an American spin on it. See how it comes out. See how they compare. And alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually do one traditional, and then for the Americanized version, I'm gonna take and cook the fries in duck fat. Now I'm not doing a whole lot of fries. I'm gonna take like two or three, like two potatoes sliced up per. So, like, and that's it. So let's go ahead and get started with this, shall we? Fries are sitting here resting. We're about to take some oil here, which we'll just be using the Great Value cooking vegetable oil, and we'll be cooking with that. Alright, so we're doing the, well, the plan was to do the blanching, but it looks like they're frying, but I was just going to leave them in there for about 5 or so minutes and then take them out. I guess I got a little bit too hot for the blanching part. Oh well. Alright, there we go. We got the chips done. Cooked them at 325. Now to put them on bread and try them that way before we take and make Americanized version. Alright, so now just I guess need to put it together. Oh, wait a minute. My understanding is it's not complete unless you put this condiment on there. So I don't know how much stuff y'all put on there as far as that's concerned. So yeah, about to try this out. Alright, so here we go. This is the made how y'all do the traditional ones. Like I just showed you. Take a bite. Well, yeah, as traditional as what I could find, even with videos and everything. The only thing I don't have is malt vinegar, but I have a feeling the toppings on this are kind of to taste probably. But yeah, I wish I had malt vinegar. That would probably taste really nice. To be honest with you, I'm sitting there expecting a kind of a French fry sandwich like I'd make it as a kid, you know. Don't be wasting all that food. So every video I've seen though, or the video I've seen, and then the little piece of article I read about making Chip Butty and what goes on them. Buttering the bread seems to be a thing. And then any number of condiments. So using just ketchup and then butter with your bread, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is pretty damn good. I bet you if you were to sell this here in the US, people are like, what the hell is this? You can call it like a French fry sandwich and give it to people and probably make money hand over fist. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Next up, an Americanized version. Instead of using like vegetable oil or anything, I'm using duck fat, and I've already pre-seasoned. So all right, and now we've got well, there's the seasoned fries. We got our duck fat warming up. Now, the problem with this is the fact that it's got, my understanding is it's got a low smoke temp before it really takes and makes things bad. So what I'm going to try to do is bring it up just before it starts smoking, put the fries in, I guess blanch them and then finish in canola oil. Or I guess I could try frying at a lower temp. I don't know. We're probably going to be doing the canola oil after blanching. Had a little bit of a fire happen, but everything is good to go. Put some of that on top of it, and yeah, buddy. All right, there we go. Before we take it back there to the recording studio, there we go. And yeah, we've got the chips, but I've added some brisket, and then I made a sauce. So Yeah, and I'll take and for the sauce, I took and used brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce, Liam Perrin's Worcestershire sauce to be exact, ketchup. I took and used onion powder, half a teaspoon of minced garlic. I took and put in about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. It's got some tang to it. If I wanted to kick it up, I'd have to take and put in some chili stuff. Alright, so here's what we got. This is, for me, Americanizing it. Cooked in duck fat, topped with brisket that was, that I smoked the other day. This is little pieces and bits of it that I actually took and reheated in a pan. Took it out, used the rendered fat that was in there to actually pour some brown sugar, Worcestershire sauce from Liam Perrin's, or Worcestershire sauce from Liam Perrin's, ketchup, onion powder, minced garlic, paprika, apple cider vinegar. So that's what's all on it. We're about to, and I toasted the hell out of the bread. Oh my God. Oh my God. So the tang of that sauce that I made, it's sweetened, but it's got a sweetness to it, but it's also very tangy. The salt and seasonings that I put on the chips. Oh my God. Oh my God. It complements and it cuts through some of the sweetness. It cuts through some of that. I think the butter that I took and put on the actual bread itself before I put it in the oven to toast it. I did over toast it, but it was the underside where the butter's at. I think that's kind of cutting through some of that tartness. So it's very balanced. You get sweet, you get savory, you get salty. Oh my God. This is freaking amazing. And with the bread, you get crunch. So you get multiple different textures. You get multiple different flavors. Like, oh. Now, I have called around, and unfortunately, none of the shops around, or none of the restaurants or pubs make Chip Butties. Now, I'm sure I could go down there and get one made. No problem. However, I think for this, since nobody normally does it, we're not going to put them out of the way to actually try to do it. Now, when I go for the fish and chips episode, which sometime next week, y'all should get that. That's when I'll take and go, and maybe I'll see if they can do a Chip Butty then, since I'm already getting chips, and have them fix it maybe the way they would do it over there, so I could try maybe their style. But it seems pretty straightforward, really good, really fast. To see the reason why y'all like these. Like, these are better than what I was like. Man, it's a French fry sandwich. No, cuz it's more than just that. So that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to eat. Y'all love yourselves. Peace.